Hi Bold Bakers, it is gift giving season and nothing says the holidays like an edible gift. I'm going to show you how you can make a 3-ingredient fudge and then add different flavors to it to give to your friends and family. As always, the recipe can be found on biggerbolderbaking.com, and make sure you check out my website because I've got a holiday baking headquarters over there with every recipe you would need for this holiday season. Okay, let's get started in a nice big bowl. So let's talk chocolate. This is the backbone of your fudge. I like to use bittersweet, however you can use a milk chocolate for this recipe. Bittersweet chocolate is around 70% cocoa solids, but anywhere between 50 and 70 you're spot on. Okay, our next ingredient is sweetened condensed milk. Now I have a recipe on my website of how you can make this really easily at home. I really love this because it adds nice sweetness to your fudge. And just so you know, evaporated milk is not the same as condensed milk. For this recipe, you do need condensed milk. So I said this was 3 ingredients, such an easy recipe. Our last ingredient is a little bit of butter, and that just makes it nice and rich. So now I'm making microwave fudge, super easy and fast. However, you can put this on the stove over a bain-marie, and I'm gonna put those instructions on my website. As of right now, I'm gonna pop this guy into my microwave. So start out by microwaving your fudge on high for around 2 minutes. Now this timing is based on my microwave, which is 1200 watts. So check the wattage of your microwave because you might need more time or even a little bit less. So our 2 minutes are up, our chocolate is melted, which means our fudge is ready. So my microwave is pretty powerful, so you might need a little bit more time. As long as your chocolate is melted and all your ingredients are nice and warm, you're good to go. So like I said, this is my 3-ingredient fudge recipe. This is a blank canvas to add any kind of tasty ingredient you want to. So I'm going to turn this one into a chocolate and orange fudge. So here I have a fresh orange and a zester. I'm just going to grate in the zest. Orange and chocolate are like best friends, especially around the holiday season. They're a really lovely ingredient together. Okay, smells lovely. I love grating citrus because it just smells so good. So here I have some orange liqueur. You can use Cointreau, Triple Sec, Grand Marnier, whatever you like. And if you don't want to add in liqueur, you can always just leave it out. So we're just going to go ahead and pour that in. Then with a whisk, just mix your ingredients together until they're nice and smooth. This only takes a few seconds, just like that. Now, once it's combined and smooth, stop. There's a little thing that happens when you overmix fudge. The fats separate and it gets kind of oily. So just give it a quick mix and then we're going to get it into our tin. So here I have an 8x8 tin lined with parchment paper. Go ahead and pour your fudge into your prepared tin. Then with a spatula, just swiftly move it out until it fills the tin. So when baking with chocolate, quality is number one. I like to use Ghirardelli because it has a really lovely chocolate bar that's 70% cocoa solids. So it's a little bit sweet and also has this lovely bitterness to it, and it is great for baking with. Okay, so that's our fudge, nice and smooth. And I have a little bit of zest left on my orange, so I am just going to grate it over the top. This just lets people know exactly what flavor it is just by looking at it. This already looks gorgeous, and just imagine it cut up and put into little boxes and given as gifts. It's really, really fantastic and super easy. So now I'm going to pop this into the fridge and just let it set for around 2 to 3 hours, and then we can cut it. So now, like I said, you can take this fudge and make it into so many different flavors. We made orange. Another great flavor around the holiday season is cookie butter. Lots of times you have excess cookies in your house, you don't know what to do with them. I have a recipe on my website of how you can make cookie butter, and it is so delicious. One thing to use cookie butter with is to add it into fudge. So here I have my melted chocolate, condensed milk, and my butter. It's already been in the microwave for 2 minutes, and I'm going to add in some cookie butter and a little splash of vanilla extract. And then with the whisk, like the last one, just mix together until it's nice and smooth, no over mixing. What I like to do is just swirl it in there so you get that nice texture as well. Do you see that? So if you're wondering, can you make this fudge with white chocolate? You absolutely can. Just note that it will be a little bit softer because it's not as firm as a dark chocolate. Okay, this is looking great. Now I'm going to get this into my tin. And then just spread it as evenly as you can into the corners of your tin. So because we're giving these as gifts, we want them to look as good as we can. So here I have a little bit of extra cookie butter that I didn't add into my fudge. I'm just going to put that on top. And then I'm going to get a butter knife and I'm just going to swirl it around the top, just creating a lovely look. Gorgeous. Easy peasy cookie butter fudge. Once your fudge is done, pop it into the fridge to set for 2 to 3 hours. So another great flavor for the holiday season is praline, caramel coated nuts, really delicious, super easy to make. And I actually did a basics on how you can make it easily at home. I love to have this in my kitchen to add into ice cream, to fudge, to candy bars, whatever you like. So here I have my fudge mix again, straight out of the microwave. My chocolate is nice and melted. And into this, I am going to add my chopped up praline. Now what this will do, it will give lovely texture and flavor to your fudge. So when you're biting into it, you've got smooth fudge and then you've got crunchy praline at the same time. And then also those toasted nuts. To this fudge, I also like to add a splash of vanilla extract. And then with your whisk, again, mix together until just combined. When you're ready, add your praline fudge into your prepared tin. Spread it out as evenly as possible. And then with a bit of praline that I reserved, just go ahead and sprinkle this all over the top. This just makes it look really beautiful and actually quite professional. Place your fudge into the fridge for roughly 2 to 3 hours until it sets. So there's not much waiting around for this recipe. Once your fudge is set, it's ready to be cut up. So just so you know, this is best kept at room temperature in an airtight container, just so it's lovely and soft to eat. So you can make this in advance, getting it ready for the holiday season, because it will keep for 4 weeks at room temperature. So wrap it up in a festive box or tin and give it to your friends and family this holiday season. So there you go, a lovely little parcel ready to be given as a gift. I'm going to give that to Kevin. Okay, now Gemma's gift. Oh my gosh. So one of the main things I love about this fudge is the texture. It's really soft, it has a chew, it's not too hard, it's really creamy. The good quality chocolate in there, the butter, and that little bit of kick from the orange liqueur. Yeah, it says Christmas all over. Make a lasting impression on your friends and family this holiday season with this 3-ingredient microwave fudge. We are only getting started with the holidays around here. Head over to my holiday baking headquarters on my website and find every recipe you'll need for this season. I'll see you back here really soon for more bigger, bolder baking.